9,
8,
7,
6,
5,
4,
3,
2,
1.
Hello, John Thornburg, Headmaster at Malden Catholic, and I would like to welcome you to this evening's gala. We're excited that you have decided to join us. This evening is a one-of-a-kind event. Tonight, our entire community takes time to celebrate and honor our amazing faculty and staff. This evening, you'll meet some of these outstanding people, hear from our students, and have the opportunity to support our school. I do need to say, though, tonight, if for some reason, if you lose connection for any reason, please stay on. We'll be right back. And the best way to watch this evening's presentation is not on a smartphone, but on a laptop. So if you're using a smartphone, I'd encourage you to go ahead and use a laptop. But most importantly, please stay with us through the end of the show, because we have some great surprises ahead. Well, joining us this evening and coming on as my co-host is our Director of External Affairs, Miss Diane James. Diane has done an incredible job throughout the pandemic, leading the school in our communications efforts, and has been the main driving force behind tonight's gala. Welcome, Diane.
Thank you, John. I'm so happy to be here. And 15 years ago, Malden Catholic hosted its first gala, and the event grew and became a beloved annual tradition, where all of our community came together, our alumni, our families, friends, staff, and everybody would celebrate the mission of Malden Catholic. And the gala also presented for us a fabulous opportunity to recognize members of our community who have gone more beyond. And with the presentation of that, we were able to offer to them the Plus Ultra Award. So over the years, Malden Catholic has had the privilege of honoring the most selfless, committed, and loyal champions for our school with the Plus Ultra Award. And this year, we are delighted to announce that the Plus Ultra Award has been given to the Malden Catholic faculty and staff for 2021.
That's right, Diane. Tonight, we're here to celebrate and to provide support for our students by fundraising over the next hour, and everyone should know the proceeds go to provide financial assistance, student programs, and opportunities that strengthen the experience for all of our MC students. And tonight our theme is Soaring Beyond. We chose this theme as a tribute to our ability to rise above. Together we've been faced challenges that have been presented by this year with COVID-19, but we didn't let that stop us. In fact, collectively, as a family, we have turned an adversity into triumph, and we are here to celebrate this tonight. We have done something for everyone. And Diane, I am so happy that tonight we're celebrating our faculty and staff.
I am too. We've had an amazing year. And if you remember last year, we had a gala. It was a crash gala that was on a Zoom platform, and we were able to raise $85,000 during that performance for our gala. We called it an ungala. And with our virtual world expanding, as you can see tonight, we have 2 rooms. We're going to have 2 sets for you. We're going to have a gift room and also a room with John and myself. And we have live tape performances. We have an online auction, which is truly amazing, which includes all kinds of opportunities for people to get involved. We are going to offer sporting tickets, trips, vacation homes, and baskets, many of which were created by the families of Malden Catholic, all of which you can participate in through our auction, so there truly is something for everyone.
I'm glad you mentioned the online auction, Diane. I've been bidding on a few items, and I have to say, they go pretty quickly. I keep getting outbid, but I wish everyone out there more luck than I've had so far. Well, tonight, our honorees, this special night for us, as we recognize with gratitude all that our Malden Catholic faculty and staff have done for our students with an extraordinary education in the safest possible environment. And as with any private educational institution, the tuition dollars do not cover the expenses required to operate our facility. So tonight, The Gala helps us bridge that gap between tuition dollars and our budget, and we are so thankful for all of you who are such strong supporters for Malden Catholic.
And before we go any further, we're going to tell you a little bit about how the Gala works. So I already mentioned the auction. The auction is online. If you have not already done so, please register for this so you can see all the auction items and you can keep pace with who's bidding on your items, especially you, right, John?
Yes, right.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, so what we're going to do is ask you to sign in on the Malden Catholic webpage under a little button that says Gala. We also have, this is a special, special night for us. So we're providing an opportunity for you to donate to Malden Catholic. As we mentioned, all the proceeds go for all student experiences, so everybody benefits tonight. And that is something that you can also do on the Gala webpage. So please donate, please check the auction, and there's one other special gift that we have for you. It's right here. This is our Malden Catholic swag bag. Now, it is, isn't it? And so if you give $500 or more, we are going to send you this beautiful Land's End bag. These are one of a kind, by the way. We also have a beautiful monogram towel. This is something, again, that you can take with you to the beach. And we have a fun and functional water cooling bottle here. That's a Malden Catholic special. So anyone who gives us $500 or more, this is what you're going to get. And there's only a few items, only a few of these available. So go ahead, donate often, and donate as much as you possibly can. We really appreciate that.
Thank you, Diane. That's a great deal there for that swag bag. I know a lot of people have looked at those already and wanted one. We do have special challenges tonight as well. Last year, as you might recall, we had a special challenge. If we raised $80,000, Mr. Jeff Smith, the leader of our girls division, was going to shave his head. Well, last year we met that goal, and the next day, Mr. Smith showed up without any hair. But tonight, just as we've upped the stakes, several members of our faculty and staff have been nominated to go in a dunk tank if we get enough donations. We even had the students vote during lunch periods this past couple weeks to see who might win. In that pool, Mr. Smith, Mr. Grocky, Mr. Casey, Mr. McCarthy, Miss Foley, Miss Keith, and yours truly, the headmaster, were all nominated for that. And I have to say that today's Jeff Smith's birthday. I bought him a special gift. I made extra donations for him to go in the dunk tank.
Well, John, I know you're on the list, and it's very possible that you're one of our considerations for tonight. But just so that you know, we made this a fair and square opportunity. Our students, for the past 2 weeks, have been putting in votes towards who will make it to the top 3 moving towards the dunk tank. And I'm here to announce our top 3 possible candidates for the dunk tank. Number 1 in our votes was Mr. Jim Grocky. Congratulations. I'm not sure he feels that way about it, but he has been nominated. Number 2 is Mr. Smith. It is his birthday, might be fitting.
Yes.
We'll see. It is raining outside, it's a little cold, and I can't promise you the water will be warm, but the third person who has made it onto our list is the headmaster. So, of those 3, this is your chance to vote. If we get $500 for any or all of those 3 potential candidates for the dunk tank, they're going in. So, I know in some cases we already have a few dollars towards the headmaster, we have a few dollars towards Mr. Smith and Mr. Grocky. Please, I ask you personally, please put your money towards the dunk tank. This will be one of our very fun features of tonight. And stay with us so that you're going to see it live and in person in the dunk tank. So, John, I wish you well. I know you probably hope and pray that this you won't make it, but we'll see. It's really up to our audience at this point.
I'm hoping our families and friends out there, when they see my name and that $500 price tag, that they'll remember the swag bag is also $500.
This is true.
We will see. At any rate, Malden Catholic has a tradition of beginning all of our events and gatherings with prayer. So tonight, we're going to bring forward our Director of Mission Integration, Brother Thomas Puccio, who will lead us in prayer. Brother Puccio.
Thank you, John. Thank you, Diane. Well, I'm delighted to say that I did not make the cut for the dunk tank, so I guess I won't be needing these, but they are available for John or for Jim or Mr. Smith in case they should need it. I hope you all had a great start to your day today. I had an interesting start myself, a little bit different. I joined Mr. Kissel and some members of his Latin class, along with our campus ministers, to pray the rosary in Latin in our courtyard this morning. Well, this evening, we'll pray in English. Thankful for the movement of God's Spirit in our lives today and through this school year, we pray in the name of the Father and of the Son and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. God, our Creator, we acknowledge you as supreme and we thank you for this opportunity to gather in your name. How good it is to be here, sons and daughters of Malden Catholic, united through your Spirit, guided by your compassionate care, inspired by your love. We praise you for the blessings you open to us each day. We thank you for the abundance of grace you make available to us on our Malden Catholic journey. Thank you, Father, for our amazing students. Thank you for our supportive parents and families. Thank you for our dedicated faculty, staff, and trustees, and all our loyal Malden Catholic, Boys Catholic, Girls Catholic members who contribute and form our community of faith. Please continue to bless each of us and the good personal intentions that we carry with us tonight. Grant us, we pray, an abundance of patience, strength, humor, and continued courage as we meet the challenges of pandemic living. We ask that you bestow health on the ill and consolation on those who sorrow. Ever be with us so that the good ministry at Malden Catholic may thrive for future generations. And of course, may each of us be signs of your love in the world. We pray these things through Theodore James Ryken, St. Francis Xavier, and Jesus our brother. Amen. Amen. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Amen. Malden Catholic, as you know, is the home to approximately 640 students and over 90 faculty and staff members. This has truly been our home, and for many of us, a refuge during the pandemic, a place of care, support, safety, and community. We're very delighted that just yesterday we welcomed both cohorts, blue and gold, of our grade 9 students for the first time this year. And today we welcomed all 10th graders. We're very grateful, though, to have had our students with us in the building since September in our hybrid model. Thanks to their presence, we were able to maintain our creative expression with our fine arts programming. And it's with great pleasure I'd like you to share a new performance from the Malden Catholic Choir and several students in the MC Dance Company. Please enjoy.
On the ground.
of how our community has united during a pandemic. Every single one of us has been working together, finding ways to keep learning, to keep active and expressive and creative while wearing masks and social distancing. In fact, we were able to celebrate several performances with our performing arts group. We've had a festival of carols at the holiday. We were just recently filming in the Fells, and we were able to do an amazing dance performance that was for Earth Day. And so we are just so thrilled to be able to have such a flexible and such a responsive community.
That's right, Diane, and we have talented students as well. And with that comes greater need. We recently announced to our families that this summer we're going to undertake $4 million worth of construction. We're going to be adding performing arts space that'll give us some studio classrooms for things like choir and dance, music and band. We're expanding and creating a chapel as well, along with additional classrooms, a science lab, and a locker room for the girls division. Lots of excitement this summer.
So many things are going on at Malden Catholic, and as everyone probably knows, our academics have been stellar this year. We have a class graduating very soon, actually probably a month from now, and we've already had graduates who have been accepted to some of the top universities in the nation, including Cornell, Georgia Institute of Technology, Carnegie Mellon, Northeastern, Penn State, Boston College, and many more. And we're very, very proud of our students.
We are. Malden Catholic prepares students for the future. Even while they're here, though, our sports and athletic teams have continued to do well. Our boys basketball team won the Catholic Conference Championship, and our girls basketball team did equally as well. Along with that, we had several new varsity teams in the girls division begin. One of them, our girls hockey team, who had a pretty good season too. So not only do our students excel in college matriculation, they also do on the sports field.
And in addition, they've been very, very active with clubs and activities. As many people know, we've had an amazing season with our mock trial. We had our second annual live STEM fair. Bob Ball did incredibly well, as along with Model Bridge, and we have a brand new diversity and inclusion club. Our campus ministry area has also been very, very active this year with up to 15 events so far, and we still have another month and a half to go.
Yes.
And our Make-A-Wish Club was able to grant a wish to a young man who is local. Plus, we have a brand new club that we just formed approximately a month ago. One of our students initiated the club. We're very, very proud of her. She just was covered by the Revere Journal, and the club is called La Collaborativa, and they are meeting weekly to help families in Everett, Revere, and in Chelsea.
Great examples of Soaring Beyond. We have also had one of our best years in admissions. You may not have heard, but next fall, currently, we have 206 students enrolled for the fall. That's amazing numbers. With that, we fully expect to have 750 students enrolled at Malden Catholic next school year. You have to agree, this is soaring beyond, going beyond limitations, challenges, and growing in ways we would not have expected. Our connections and initiatives have been such a gift. Speaking of gifts, Diane, we should now go to our gift room where we have our hosts tonight. Last year's Plus Ultra Award winner, Mr. Mason Tenalia from the class of 74, and managing partner of Tenalia and Company, and we have Miss Amanda Beresheim, who is our communications coordinator, also assisting. So, ladies and gentlemen, please join Mason and Amanda in the gift room.
Thank you, John. And I just want to say that your toast, because I'm sure they're going to come up with $500 to get you in the dunk tank tonight. And if we're not there by, 8:30 or so, I know someone who might make that kind of a contribution. Anyway, Amanda's playing the role of Vanna White tonight, and she's going to walk us through some of the amazing things that have been provided in the online auction. Those of you who have attended these galas in the past know that part of my role has been to do a live auction where I get about 10 minutes to raise $20,000 and highlight some of the things that people have put forward as premiums that you can bid on. Tonight we've got an extended period. We're going to be running this all through the length of the online event, and the bids will go right down to the wire if there are people who are still interested. We've got some amazing things that have been on the website since last Friday. I'd like to thank everybody who's put up these gifts. There are people who put up their homes. There are people who put up their boats that haven't even been delivered yet. It's coming next week. There are people who have put up their sports tickets, Jim Donovan's Patriots tickets. I've sat in those seats. They're amazing. Joe O'Donnell's Red Sox tickets right next to the dugout. They're the most coveted seats in Boston, right? So we have all these great gifts. I'm going to spend a few minutes highlighting them, and as we come back, you're going to visit us a few times today. Amanda and I are going to highlight what seems to still be out there that you might want to take a look at if you haven't been bidding on it already. For this segment, I'd like to focus on a couple of things. Two of our board of trustee members have put up summer homes available for a week. I don't know if you know what it's like trying to find a summer home for a week on Cape Cod or southern Rhode Island this year. They've been sold out because people can't travel, they can't go to Europe, they can't go to Canada. And so suddenly, everyone's coming to Cape Cod. You cannot get a room on Cape Cod, never mind a private home for an entire week. Alicia Cooney and Steve Quigley, her husband, have put up their home in southern Rhode Island, near Kingston. And it's an amazing home. If you look on the website and see the picture, it's the kind of privacy that you cannot buy. You certainly can't buy it today, and you can't buy it for a week. And they've been so generous to put that up there. Right now, the bid for that is only $3,000 for a bed, a place that can handle. It's a 6-bedroom home. So you could put up a lot of people for a week in southern Rhode Island, have a great vacation. Same thing for Jim Donovan's home on Pleasant Bay, which is another item that's on there. And it's his guest house. And I just want to say that it is one of the most exclusive locations in all of Cape Cod. It's on Pleasant Bay with a private beach next to his dock and his boat and his stewardship. And I think it's advertised as coming with a boat ride and a cocktail. I'm just going to warn people that that's only going for $5,000. I know who's bid on it. I can see that. I can look behind the curtain. I can look behind the curtain and see who's bid on it. And knowing who's bid on it, Bev, Jim's wife, Beverly, you might want to bid more just to keep these people from coming, because it could be a very, very bad week down there if you let these guys win that bid. I won't say who they are. They've been in Cabo with Jim and his brother before. So those are two of the items. I'll come back to some of the other ones next. I'm going to turn it over to Amanda, who's going to talk about the gift baskets.
Thank you. So as you can see over here, we have this awesome gift basket. It's called Rainy Days and Fun Days. Inside of it, there's tons of toys, some puzzles, candy, Fandango tickets, some awesome things in there for anyone who is having a rainy day or wants to have a fun day to enjoy. At this time, it's going for the value of $350. I would like to thank the MC families who have put this together, specifically Mari Dillman, Leanne Carbone, Missy Barrett, and the Saunders family.
It's great. And if you look behind me, or us, you can see there's all sorts of baskets you'll see online. Some of them are probably not legal for high school students, so you should be careful to make sure that adults are the ones bidding on those. We'll have a little check afterwards to make sure. But some of them are wine and chocolates. Others are fresh, full of Kentucky bourbon. I bid on that one myself, as I have a son who has a strong preference for that. You'll see that there are other baskets that are great for entertaining or having a sporting event. So we encourage you to look at those. You'll also see that there's a section with MC memorabilia. And there's a couple of great things like a basketball and a authentic first season girls hockey jersey. Honestly, someday when those girls win the Super 8, that's going to be a collector's item. So with that, I think we're going to turn it back to Diane and John.
Thank you, Mason. This is an ideal opportunity for us to recognize members of our community tonight, those who have gone more beyond, with the presentation of the Plus Ultra Award. Now, this award is a recognition of all the individuals who have had a positive impact, who have had a transformative opportunity and created an experience with our students that is more beyond. So this past year has been a challenge beyond what anyone could have imagined. But Malden Catholic led the way in making sure that we continued our learning experience for our students. Our Catholic educators see their work as a vocation for a larger part of our Xaverian mission, and they transcended those experiences every day in the classroom. For our faculty, our staff, and for everyone, our students come first. We approach teaching in a holistic way, blending academic excellence with crucial social and emotional support.
That's a great summary, Diane. Our teachers and our staff are truly exceptional. They can be proud of their accomplishments this year in keeping dynamic teaching and learning happening so successfully. Their skills have given students the guidance to become informed citizens of faith and conscience, both in the nation and in the world. At Malden Catholic, we have the good fortune of being able to impact students with meaningful personal relationships and an outstanding leadership framework that shapes the character for the future. So thank you to our faculty and staff, and congratulations. And now we have a special guest. I'm going to have our principal, Rose Maria Redmond, to come forward to read a special proclamation from the mayor of the city of Malden. Mrs. Redmond.
Thank you. Thank you all. So we're very excited to be here, and first I want to say thank you for having me. This is my first year here at Malden Catholic, and I could not tell you how honored I feel to be working with such an incredible faculty and staff. And on top of that, having such wonderful students as we have here at MC. And it is so fitting then that we get to honor our faculty and staff tonight, and I would love to be able to first read from our mayor of Malden, Gary Christensen. So Malden Catholic High School faculty and staff, on receiving the coveted Plus Ultra Award, during this unprecedented and challenging year, the Malden Catholic High School faculty and staff have truly gone above and beyond educating and caring for their students through an intense college preparatory curriculum based on the foundation of faith. Throughout the pandemic, students have benefited by faculty and staff's rising to the occasion by creating a culture of health while teaching simultaneously to both in-person and virtual learners. As you celebrate your Soaring Beyond 15th Annual Gala, we congratulate you on your achievement and thank you for the difference you continue to make to your students and to our community. Signed, the Mayor of Malden, Gary Christensen. And we thank him so much because showing that honor to us has been incredible. This year has been a big year for all of us at MC. We held an awards ceremony at MC last week to honor our teachers and faculty and staff. And we'd like to share a video with you that will take you inside the school over the past year at Malden Catholic.
We celebrate today a faculty and staff who have wonderfully embodied that vision during a year that will be recorded in history as one of extraordinary challenge and extraordinary response, testing our resiliency, creativity, and spirit. The pandemic, in whose grip we now still operate, shattered all understandings of business as usual. In March of 2020, it moved us out of our familiar school environment at 99 Crystal Street, required us to work in a new type of community, a virtual community, and then prompted us to shape a hybrid community that would be safe, supportive, and faithful to mission. We did not let our students down. Without a doubt, since March of 2020, we have demonstrated our ability to be creative, simultaneously proactive and responsive, open-minded and bold. We have thrived. We have been true to our mission. Every year at our gala, we celebrate an honoree who has gone plus ultra, more beyond. And for us, plus ultra is not just a tagline, it's our way of life. Our headmaster and board of trustees are very proud to present our Plus Ultra Award to you, our faculty and staff. Our way is not simply to care for ourselves, but also to care deeply for our school, our families, our communities, and our world. Our way is not simply to aspire to good, but to model moral character and integrity that inspire our students to the same. Our path to learning is guided by teachers who know that education is not just filling a bucket, but it's about lighting a fire. With congratulations both for your fidelity to the very challenging vocation we have embraced at Malden Catholic during this unparalleled year, and for the success stories in the students you have supported and inspired. You exemplified the true meaning of Plus Ultra. Thank you for doing so with great style, integrity, and in a manner consistent with the spiritual values of the Soaring brothers. All this is the way of Plus Ultra. This is more beyond. This is Malden Catholic.
That was a very special video. I really enjoyed Brother Thomas Puccio's reminder of what it means to be Plus Ultra. Well, you probably noticed already, it's not just Diane and myself anymore. We have several special guests who have changed the lives of students over countless generations. They have personally shaped the lives of many students who have walked these halls, and as a legacy of teachers and administrators, they've made a significant impact. Tonight, they're representing all 90 plus of our faculty and staff as we celebrate, and I am so happy to have them with us. Diane?
So based on the video, you can see that we've had an amazing, outstanding legacy at Malden Catholic. And what we'd like to do is just have a little discussion, and I'd like to begin with you, Mr. Bob Aquino. And I know, Bob, welcome, first of all. Welcome everybody onto our set here. Bob, I know you started at Malden Catholic around 1971, is that right? As a graduate. And then you decided to come back, which we are so grateful for, in 1982. And so now you're an administrator, so you've been at Malden Catholic for quite a while. So I just would like to ask you a little bit about what is it like now? I know you started many years ago and you've been through many transitions with us. How has this year been, and how is our experience now at Malden Catholic for you?
Great question, Diane. So when I arrived in 1982,
What happened?
it was like I had never left. One of the reasons that I decided to return to Malden Catholic was because of the brothers and laypersons' dedication to mission, which made an impact on my personal and professional life.
Oh, it's going to be fun.
The faculty, when I began, was most welcoming and dedicated. They not only wanted their students to be successful, they wanted me,
John's gonna
the
have a heart
person on the
attack.
block, to be successful.
John, can you
As an alum
unhook me? Because
and
I
new
think they need
teacher,
another man.
I
If you have
felt
to
that I
unzip
needed
me.
to raise the bar. I wanted
Might
to
hold
give
your
the
phone, or you
students
got a
in my
pocket?
5 math classes
Yeah.
the same
Yeah.
educational experiences,
So-
love, care, and concern. that I
Oh, yeah,
I would be remiss at this time.
You want this one? No.
One of the hallmarks of Malden Catholic, and that is our dedicated faculty. You would be hard pressed to find a more caring, loving, professional group who
Mine.
goes to the ends
I
of the
gave
earth
Mason back his.
to do anything they can to make our students successful. As I was walking the 205 corridor during the week and thinking about this evening, I couldn't help but remember that corridor being the junior corridor back in the late 80s and 90s. I was teaching junior math, and I was surrounded by a quality group of teachers. Ms. Lee teaching English, Mr. Rick Mazzei teaching U.S. history, Ms. Christine Johnson teaching Spanish, and the late Mr. Frank Hallis teaching physics. This was a well-oiled machine, every period, every day. And speaking about faculty, back in 1998, as the math department chairperson, we needed to hire a new math teacher. After going through many resumes and lots of interviews, we finally decided on Mr. Rich Hickey. As I walk through the hallways these days, I sometimes wonder, was that our best choice? But that being said, Rich, how have things changed from the time you began in 1998?
Well, 23 years later, it's a little bit different here. This year in particular, it's hard to get the usual steak tips over rice delivered. I no longer have to fight the photocopier, where Google Drive has become a new thing for us. Every once in a while, I feel like I'm teaching to ceiling fans. Anybody who's on a Zoom call knows what I'm talking about there. We've been trying to maintain some semblance of order, business as usual. I still find myself collecting homework. This year, it's done a little bit more distantly here.
Mr. Hickey, I don't have my homework, so I'm going to turn over my phone.
Some things haven't changed in the 23 years. Part of doing this, we're still collecting homework. Well, Mr. Bacchino, your phone here. You come back when you're done. We've been pretty successful in collecting homework this year. Mr. Bakari, if you wouldn't mind. Here's some of the homework, at least from a freshman class this year.
Excuse me, Rich. I happened to walk by your office, and I was looking through that homework, and some of that's dated 2007.
Yeah?
Looks like that.
It's all set here. This has been the vein of Mrs. Redmond's existence here. She hates seeing my office look like this. But so for the year, we've tried to keep this as normal as we can, homework and all that, making our connections with kids. But it makes me wonder what the senior yearbook photos are going to look like. From the pictures we've seen, could be some pajamas there in their senior yearbook pictures. Some of the backdrops, it might be headboards. So that's been some of the stuff this year. Andrea, you were here back when President Truman was president.
Richard, I have been here for a while. For the past 39 years, it's been my pleasure to be a member of the Malden Catholic family. I must say that as I sit here between Bob and Rich, two math teachers, I feel a bit outnumbered. I so wish that I was sitting here with all the other English educators from Malden Catholic. People like Mrs. Redmond, Brother Puccio, Mr. Moran, Mr. Murray, Mr. Cleary, Ms. Smith, Ms. Vicosi, and Ms. Pecoraro. Mr. Bucchino. Mr. Bucchino.
I long for those.
No, aren't you going to say something here?
No, I was going to
Oh, I long for their presence, yet here I am, a rose between two thorns.
38 years later, I'm still correcting you, Miss Lee. Rich, that's an awful lot of batteries for remote controls just to watch videos, isn't it?
Oh my God, remember the year she used to cart the VCR down? It used to be parked in her room for days. A couple of good videos there, discussions there. You could get about 3 weeks out of Shakespeare.
Math really is a dirty four-letter word.
Rich, let me ask you, when was the last time that you filled out a mortgage application or purchased a car, and they asked you, what was the last novel that you read?
Never. They always ask me to sign the finance report, though.
Rich, the last novel that you read was a pop-up book, wasn't it?
Got it with me. Got it with me.
Despite all the changes to our traditional teaching routines, some things never change. We've all missed being together at Malden Catholic. Going to school is simply a way of life. We get up, we go to classes, we learn, we have fun, sometimes. We build relationships with one another, we go home, and we do it all over again the next day.
Great point, Angela. Speaking of being together, this week marks another monumental change in the life of our school. Our students now have the option to be back in the classroom with their classmates and teachers. And we are overjoyed that we have reached that point in the school year.
And so, as we all know, this year has been very challenging, especially when it comes to maintaining relationships with students. Some students have been in school, some students have been working remotely. And I know that school and college counseling has been working very, very hard on the front lines with all of our students. Now, Brother Dan, I know you've been here for many years, and probably over 40 years, is that correct?
45.
45 years. You have had many roles at our school, including being a gym teacher, English teacher, Hall of Fame swim coach, and probably more, especially now adding on this role in school and college counseling with all of our ninth graders. And so I just want to ask you, what What do you think has been the secret? How have you been able to help students adjust and feel strong emotionally and feel connected to our school? How has it been for you?
Well, I'm always happy to see how mature our students are when they arrive. They've had tremendous preparation. They've learned their family values. They've learned Christian values. And they have an ability to come in and drink in the culture of the school and become a part of it pretty quickly. And that's always nice to see how the seniors pass it on to the incoming freshmen, and the traditions continue along kind of seamlessly, I think.
That's amazing. So it sounds like it's about spirit. The spirit of Malden Catholic, and been able to maintain that throughout the years,
Yes,
especially in the last year that we've had. And speaking of spirit, I understand that you might be willing to help us out tonight with a little performance. So, do you need your script?
Just in case.
Do you mind grabbing that from the
Oh,
donation basket?
Oh my God.
I'll give his homework back.
That's a perfect thing. Thank you. So I'm going to have you sing into our mic. So here's the mic. So I'm going to have you sing in this direction.
All right, the legend has it that Brother Gilbert, the first principal, contacted Newt Rockney, who was the athletic director out at Notre Dame, and he was interested in some secrets of success, as Notre Dame at the time was the #1 football power in the college world. And Brother Gilbert and our first athletic director, Brother Baptist, knew that it was very important for the athletic program to get off to a good start, especially football. So Newt Rockney passed along the Notre Dame colors to Malden Catholic, blue and gold, and he gave us their fight song, and it goes like this. You've probably heard it before. Cheer, cheer for old MC High, wake up the echoes, cheering her name. Send a volley cheer on high, shake down the thunder from the sky. Whether the odds are great or small, old MC High will win over all. As her loyal heirs go marching onward to victory. Rah, rah, rah! Here, clear for old MC High. Wake up the echoes cheering her name. Send a volley cheer on high. Shake down the thunder from the sky. Whether the odds are great or small, old MC High will win over all. As her loyal heirs go marching onward to victory. Yay!
Yay! Woo! That was fantastic. Thank you. What a show of spirit. So thank you so much. I appreciate that, brother. I've never heard this song before. Have you?
No, I have not. And Brother Dan, you just made this evening all worth it. I feel out there watching tonight, not only hundreds of alums have stood up tonight, but the spirit of many as you sang that song. Thank you for doing that. I think we're going to probably call on you again sometime to do that. That was outstanding.
My pleasure.
Yep. I want to thank our other faculty that are here, our veteran faculty, even though they are young at heart. Angela, these two gentlemen owe you a dinner later for all the razzing they gave you, that's for sure. And it's about time we get back to our gift room. So Mason and Amanda, how's it going over there?
Well, John, I got to tell you, I think this format works better than having people bid against others in very short periods of time, because you have some time to think about it. So we're seeing some of these items get bid up $100, $200 at a time, and people have time to think about it and have bid many of them up. There's several that are there that still look undervalued to me. I just want to say to Brother Dan that I've now heard everything. I've been around MC since the early since the new building was built, but I have never heard that rendition by a Zavarian brother. So good for you, Brother Dan. So look, we're not just about raising money through these gift baskets or these offers of somebody's home for a weekend or a week, or tickets to sporting events or special MC memorabilia. This is about raising money for the school and for the kids and the programs we have and the scholarships that we offer every year. And as we grow the school and have more and more people here, we need more money. Having 8 full classes, 4 in each division, means we need a lot of financial aid. So this is an opportunity for people to step up. I think anybody who was moved as I was by Brother Dan can just donate without bidding on something, right? And we actually have one of our alums, a former Lifetime Achievement Award winner. We didn't call it the Plus Ultra Award at the time, Dr. Eugene Fama and his wife Sally, who graduated from Girls Catholic, class of 1956. That was the year I was born, so that shows how long he's been a loyal alumnus. But they've offered that gifts, not things bid on, weekend packages or whatever, but actual donations tonight. They'll match up to the first $25,000 that come in over the program tonight. So we're going to be paying close attention to that. We'll give you an update later in the program about how we're doing. But we're doing very well right now, as I see a lot of you have been kicking in. And even those little $20 shots to send John to the dunk tank, those count towards that $25,000. So I think we ought to get to that $500 number as soon as we can, right? We'll have an update for you at the next time around, right? Chris Murphy's over here. He's going to give me an update on that. I'd just like to focus on a couple of things. I'm going to turn it over to Vanna White to talk about what we have over here on the prize table. But there's still a couple of things that I would point out. The Labrantes have put up a weekend at their Stone Mountain Lodge. It looks absolutely spectacular in the summer there. You can see the ski slopes in the background in the picture. This is a great value. Again, there are no places to go this summer, right? If you have family members that you want to send, this would be a great place. Send them to Rhode Island for a week. Send them to Pleasant Bay for a week. Send them to Pleasant Bay. Bev Donovan will thank you for sending them to Pleasant Bay instead of having those guys who signed up for it now show up. Bev, this is a really bad idea. So there's a couple of those things that you should take a look at them on the website. The week in Rhode Island, the week on the Cape, and the weekend in Stowe still seem very undervalued to me. And there's an opportunity for you to get a great vacation and do good for the school at the same time. The other things, the golf packages, they look like they're doing great. It looks like we're doing great on the sporting tickets. We're doing great on the memorabilia. But I'm going to turn it over to Amanda, who's going to tell us about one thing that's sitting on the table next to her. Please.
Thank you, Mason. So we have another item on our gift table. This one specifically is a beautiful print and original watercolor from Brother Rice. He donated this, and it's also one of his pieces of artwork. It would look beautiful inside someone's home, in an office, and we can't wait to see who will get it and have it hung up somewhere in their home or office. After that, I would like to quickly look over here to this really beautiful green, bright basket filled with lots of craft beer, some wine, cozies, tons of opportunities here for a great summer backyard event. It is awesome, and again, only if you're 21. Please don't bid if you're younger than that. We would like to thank the MC families who did that, a lot of the rugby team as well, McGorthy, Schwartzy family, Low Priori, Barrett family, and the Diller family. And again, Leanne Carbone and Missy Barrett.
Terrific. So we'll be back to you a little later with an update, and back to Diane and John.
Thank you, Amanda and Mason, for the amazing job you're doing in there and for being able to take time to share the amazing gifts those in our supportive community have given us. You know, it's those gifts that make all the special things at Malden Catholic possible. It was a year ago today that we held our last gala. And during that gala, as we strove towards our goal, a gift came in from Gerard and Regina Doherty. They gave us a gift of $25,000. It was one of the high points of the evening. Well, sadly, this past summer, Gerard Doherty passed away. And though we remember him at all times, tonight is very special because Regina Doherty made a gift of $25,000 for this evening in memory of Gerard. Regina, we know you're watching this evening. On behalf of the entire Malden Catholic community, I want to thank you for your undying support and continuing the wonderful memory of Gerard Doherty. Well, you probably see that we have a couple of special guests with us now. They don't need an introduction, but I'll mention their names anyhow. Mrs. Elizabeth Paquette, our Director of Health Services, and Mr. Jeff Smith, our Girls Division Leader. Happy birthday, Mr. Smith.
Thank you.
Yeah, your daughter came by to my office especially to tell me that your wife had asked her to stop by so we could say happy birthday this evening. So,
Thank you.
Yes, you're welcome. Both have a long history at our school, but this year they distinguished themselves by leading our COVID-19 task force. They spent countless hours this last summer to make sure Malden Catholic led the way with a strong culture of health and safety. Due to their efforts, we were able to soar beyond this year. I'm presenting to them at this time Excellence in Service certificates. The first one I have here is for Jeff Smith. It says, "This award hereby confers special recognition for Jeff's excellent service leading our COVID-19 task force. His efforts ensured our entire community maintained a culture of health and safety. Malden Catholic High School acknowledges his excellence in service on this day of April 29, 2021. Jeff, a heartfelt thanks for the entire Malden Catholic community for everything you did.
Thank you.
Outstanding.
Thank you.
The second one I have here goes to Elizabeth Paquette. And I want to tell just a quick story before I give it to her, because she loves my stories so much. Sorry, Elizabeth, I'll get out of screen so we can see you at the same time. The founder of the Zavarian brothers, Theodore James Ryken, one story that's told is during an epidemic, the Spanish flu, he went and served those in need at his own risk. The year was 1827. And someone who witnessed his tireless service said he always gave proof of great zeal and activity for aiding the sick wherever the service called him. That's the spirit of the Zavarian brothers. And it's modeled tonight in Mrs. Elizabeth Paquette because she has demonstrated the spirit of Ryken in her service. She's always given proof of great zeal and activity, aiding those affected by COVID-19 wherever and whenever service called her to do so. Elizabeth, we could not have done it without you this year. Thank you for a job well done, and congratulations.
Thank you very much.
You are welcome.
Thank you.
So I'm so thrilled to have you both with us. We know how hard you've worked, and I just wanted to ask you a couple questions tonight. Jeff, so this has been a challenging year, I would say, and I just was wondering, was there anything in particular that you felt like you learned personally or professionally from living in an environment where it was just constant change?
I think it was amazing to see how resilient our community was. We were in crisis, it seemed either weekly or daily. There were many shifts, changes, phone calls, emails, group texts. But it was amazing to see our community, our parents, our students, our faculty, staff, administrators come together, be resilient, show resilience, and rise to the occasion.
Thank you. I would have to agree. It was a fire drill at least once a week.
At least.
Maybe more sometimes. And so Elizabeth, my dear friend, I'm so glad that you're here with us tonight. And thank you for coming. But I wanted to ask you, operationally, I think you are the central hub. Without a doubt, you probably have talked to almost every student, every parent, every faculty member, every friend of Malden Catholic over the last year or so. And when you'd see Elizabeth's her name on my phone, I would answer that immediately. So I know that you've kept us all safe, sound, and sane. But I wanted to ask you, being in this unique position, how has it been there? How has it been for you, and how has it been for the students?
Well, I think, first of all, you have to draw upon that which you love and enjoy. And the students and the families at Malden Catholic are at the very heart of everything I love and adore. Yeah. And the other thing is you use the mission of the Zavarian brothers. I came on September 1st, 1998, and quickly have loved every moment that I've spent with the Zavarian brothers. Their mission of kindness and compassion, their energy, their undying dedication to every member of this community. And they're just very uplifting at all times. So I found that when the days were getting long and the days were getting tough, and I would answer the phone again to another crying parent or student, or faculty member for that matter, I realized then that that was the mission of this school, that you were there to show your kindness and your compassion and to base your nursing practice in all of that. So I say to the students all the time, you are my joy, you are the reason I get out of bed every day, and I mean that. I enjoy them, the enduring personal relationships I have with students and will continue to have, I hope, for many more years. I go to weddings, and I'm blessed this summer to be attending several more, I hope, when things are better in COVID times. But that is at the heart of everything I do. So it's, yes, can be difficult and can be certainly time-consuming, but also very enjoyable to know that you've affected someone in a positive way. And you've done that with the mission at your heart.
Well, I would like to thank you because I think you've brought everyone a sense of peace.
Yes.
I know that if we had any questions or were unclear or unsure about what to do week by week as our situation was changing, you were there, as both of you were there as our guide and our steward. So we feel very grateful, very, very grateful to have you with us and that you have been able to lead us through this in such a successful way. So thank you.
Thank you.
And you did mention something I think that is really, really, really important. Everything we do here at Malden Catholic is about our students. Our students mean everything to us, and they're an amazing group of young people. And we were very lucky. We were able to have a student help us with a video. It's Ben Foy, he's one of our seniors, and he was able to give us his perspective on what life has been like for the students at Malden Catholic. So at this time, we'd like to share with you that video.
My name is Ben Foy, and I'm a senior here at Malden Catholic. This school has been my home for the past 4 years, and recently, my sister has joined us here as a freshman. Since I came to Malden Catholic, there have been many changes, but none quite as great as those caused by the pandemic. The world that we knew came to a halt in March of 2020, and for all of us, our lives changed dramatically. Academically, we only missed 1 day of school, with our classes beginning remotely almost overnight. But our sports were canceled, our events and dances were canceled, and we could not see our friends live in class.
I'm ordering a 3-week suspension of school operations for educational purposes.
Talk about this. There's going to be none of that going forward. We're not going to shake hands anymore. We're not going to hug. We're not going to do any of those things.
This is not just for MC, but for students everywhere. But through it all, Malden Catholic did an amazing job of making our school life great. We came back to school this year in cohorts, and our teachers were there for us this year, providing us with guidance and understanding in the same challenging classes. School counseling was there for us to get us ready for college, and everyone at Malden Catholic worked hard to create a strong community and supported us in every way possible. Our sports season kicked off again in the fall, and our coaches kept us moving, motivated, and resilient. And many of our clubs meet remotely each week. We were able to come back to school on 5th days for senior events, and it was great for us to be together again. The students of MC have all had a unique experience this year, but we have all excelled due to the resources, faculty, and staff at Malden Catholic. This is what MC is about.
Well, welcome back. We're back here now with a couple of our students. Both of them are co-presidents of our student council. And right standing next to me is Aaron Babu, and I have a couple questions to ask you, Aaron. First of all, you saw the video by Ben Foy. How has your year been for you?
It's been a challenging year, but I'm really grateful that I've had the opportunity for the entire school year and a successful school year.
Well, that's great, Aaron. I know you're a senior and you've got graduation coming up pretty soon. I'm curious, what are your plans for college?
Well, next year I'll be attending Cornell's University of Engineering for mechanical engineering.
Well, that's very exciting. Wow. I know you'll do well. You've done well here, and we're proud of you. Over to you, Diane.
Thank you. Well, thank you both for joining us. And we have Francesca Callahan with us. And she's also a student council president as well. And so I wanted to ask you, Francesca, I know you're very active at school. You're involved in many, many things. So tell us a little bit, what are some of the highlights from you this year? What have you been involved in?
One highlight is that I was a part of the inaugural girls hockey team. There were only 9 of us, and we had a very strong bond throughout the season.
Wow, that's amazing. Anything else? What other things are you involved in?
Well, me and Aaron, like you mentioned, we're both the co-presidents of the student council. I'm also involved in STEM. I'm the president of the STEM club, and I did the STEM Innovation Fair. And as well, I participated in the Girls with Impact program, where I started with my friend Chi, a nonprofit organization called Intellego, where we tutor young girls online because of COVID.
Wow, that's amazing. So just to clarify, the Girls with Impact offered you the opportunity to do an entrepreneurial venture, and you're currently involved in that, right?
Yes.
And you now have made it into a non-for-profit business, is that right?
Yes.
Wow, that's amazing. That it truly is amazing, and truly a show of tremendous leadership for both of you. And we're very proud of you as well, and way to go on the Cornell. So that is fantastic. But one thing I want to share with you is we did have our students involved in a raffle, and that raffle we were collecting for a couple of weeks, and it was the opportunity to win amazing gift cards. We have 4 different winners who are going to win right now, live. And we also have a towel, another MC embroidered towel, and another wonderful water cooler. And so I'm going to have our students here pick our winners. All right, so shall we start with the girl? Let's pick 2 girl winners. So we're going to have Francesca help us with that. And Aaron, I'm going to let you guys run this, run our raffle. So 2 girl winners and 2 boy winners. Let's see who. This is always so exciting. Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Our first winner is Caitlin Sharami.
Very good. Congratulations, Caitlin.
And our second one is Mary Turco.
Mary Turco. Congratulations.
Nice
We
job,
have
Mary.
2 bags for you both, and you can pick them up tomorrow at the
Yes.
front desk. All right. And now we have 2 winners from our boys division.
Go for it. So our first winner for the boys is Camden Carter.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Camden.
And our second winner is Cullen Mustone.
Oh, congratulations,
very
Cullen.
nice.
We do have Cullen's mom here who has been tremendously helpful to us throughout the entire year. So congratulations to all of our winners. And we know that everything is about our students. Everything revolves around our students. And our students, few students got together and they wanted to share with us some information and appreciation and some gratitude for many of the people who are here at Malden Catholic. So now I'd like to take this opportunity to share another video with you.
Every day when I come to school, I look forward to seeing all the new friends that I made. My teachers are always so kind to me, and they help me with anything that I need to be, anything actually, at all. I always know that I can go to my principals, to the guidance counselors if I need any help with anything. And that's just a really comforting feeling, honestly, that I'm comfortable with everyone here.
My father and my uncle, who are both graduates of Malden Catholic, they stressed to me the importance of a brotherhood, a community, and great education, and how that virtue will take you very far in life. Malden Catholic gave me that opportunity to come here and to pursue every one of those, as I am still pursuing them each and every single day here, and I'm very glad for that opportunity.
The facilities team was always here throughout the day cleaning. They would be here before I got here and after I got here to help make sure this place is perfect. I'm really thankful for that.
So being an SFX scholar, I've been able to gain financial support and scholarships to go here to Malden Catholic, and this has allowed me to, first of all, be immersed in more service opportunities, but also be able to take tours of Google and Pfizer that I never would have been able to do before.
Sports has always been really important to me, and I'm very thankful for all the staff, coaches, and athletic department for making it possible this year for us to continue all our sports. For example, I was able this year to participate in cross country, cheerleading, and track.
Coming back to Malden Catholic is going to be a wonderful experience. I miss my friends in the gold cohort. Since I'm in the blue cohort, I don't get to see them as often. And I also know that coming back to full in person is going to bring a sense of normality again, because this year has been really crazy. But despite all that, Malden Catholic has done its best efforts to make it the year that has always been, a year of love and the other 5 Soaring values that they teach us here. And I want to thank everyone at Malden Catholic for making this a great year.
We're back in the gift room, and there's still some great stuff that seems to be undervalued on our online site. I was looking at some of the sort of special MC things like AD, VIP, special seats, working out with Mr. Smith. I saw there's a knitting lesson with Nurse Paquette. Honestly, I'm not sure I want to go near her and needles right now, but I will just say that that's got to be fun. I might even take up knitting to spend a couple hours with Elizabeth. There's the basketballs, there's the jerseys, so go take a look at that. There's an opportunity yet again to steal some of this stuff. We thought people would be willing to make a one-time gift, and it looks like there's some really great stuff, so you ought to get in there. What's actually going to happen tonight is the actual auction won't close down until 9 p.m. So you can bid right up until 9 p.m. And at 9 p.m. we'll shut it down. If you are the winning bidder for any of these items, any of these baskets, you'll get notification by an email, and then your credit card will be charged in a couple of days. In terms of picking up the baskets, presumably you'll pick them up at the school. If you can't get to the school for some reason, I'm sure an arrangement can be made. But many of these baskets are being actually bid by family and friends of the school, so we're assuming you can come by and pick them up. I'm going to keep a particular eye on the bourbon and make sure that if I was a winning bidder at 9 o'clock, I take it home with me back to Cape Cod. So if you look down the list, there's still some great stuff available. We would like to encourage you to just make a gift. Honestly, if you got outbid already and you were going to spend $1,000 to go fishing with me and someone bid it up to $1,700, thank you very much from the school. I'll make it worth your while. But if you were going to do that and you had that money set aside as a gift, this is a great time to make that gift. We still have the matching gift from the farmers, and we haven't got to that $25,000 level yet. So with that, I'm going to actually turn it over to Amanda. She's got another basket that she wants to cover, and she wants to thank some other people as well.
Once again, thank you, Mason. Over here, this will be our last basket that we're featuring on our gift table tonight. And remember to place those bids soon, because I'm sure this one's going to go pretty quickly. Inside, we have all of the New England sports fans' dream gear to wear to several games, including Patriots, Bruins, Red Sox, and Celtics. If you're a New England sports fan, like I am, I'm sure that this is really exciting for you. Once again, we'd just like to thank everyone who has donated with all these gift baskets and everything and put so much work and effort and time into them. I would also like to take a second to thank some of the people who have just donated. Some people including Timothy Guinea and Trone.
Guiney. That's an important family name here.
Oh, thank you, Mason. Christine Callahan, Carla Lepresti, Pauline O'Brien. Thank you guys so much for donating and giving to Malden Catholic.
And this just in, I don't usually get a buzz in my pocket during one of these events. So Bob and Christine Higgins, from this point forward, Chris, can you tell me where we are in donations on the website as of right now? It says, I think, 269,000. Bob and Christine Higgins are going to match the next $10,000 anybody gives from this point forward. So it's not too late to make a gift, and make sure that you get it matched. It'll be double matched with the farmers if you give it at this point. So this would be a great thing. So please remember to get out there and bid up those items that are still undervalued, or even if you don't really want any of the items and you'd like to give money to the school, this is a great opportunity. Put this down. All right, I think that's it for the gift room, right?
Looks like we're going to join you, Mason. As I look at the monitor, I see we're both on there. And to me, that signals a time for a final appeal before we go to the last event for this evening. So Mason, you've been a supporter of Malden Catholic for a long time. I'd like you to begin talking to our families and our friends and supporters how important it is to give to Malden Catholic.
So there's a button you push on my back at every one of these galas, and I give kind of the same riff, as they say in jazz, right? And it's basically that there's a lot of places that want your money, and there's a lot of places that need your money. But honestly, a lot of the places who ask for your money don't need your money, right? I went to Georgetown and the University of Chicago, and while as much as I love the University of Chicago, it's my 40th reunion this weekend, you know, they don't need my money. They got $300 million from David Booth, right? And Harvard and Georgetown, they have billions of dollars in their endowments. We don't have that. If you want to have really high impact on where your charitable dollars go, there's no place where it is better received and better put to use than Malden Catholic. And I felt that way for the last 20 years since I've gotten re-involved with the school and been back on the board. And I strongly believe that this is where you can have an impact, and you see it every day, right? And as we see these kids this year, it's amazing. I haven't been here obviously since February last year. It's amazing to see what's going on here at the school and what we make possible with the dollars that you give us to support student programs and scholarships. So please, if you haven't given yet tonight or given yet this year, this is the time. So we were already, I think we're up $10,000 since the Higgins went to match. So we just matched we got the $10,000 match from the Higgins. Let's keep it going, okay? Let's make sure we get the whole $25,000 from the farmers. John?
Yeah, thank you, Mason. I just saw a sign as well that said we're at $280,000 for a total goal. Tonight we'd hope to hit the $300,000 goal. I appreciate the farmers and Mr. Higgins, Bob Higgins, who have granted the matching gifts that help out so much. But we still have a little ways to go. In private school education, tuition dollars don't cover the entire cost of the budget, as I said earlier. So we depend upon donations of those who support our school. Let me say something about Malden Catholic, though, specifically. Malden Catholic is here today because of the vision of those who came before us, the Zavarian brothers who spent tireless hours serving their students, the faculty and staff we serve tonight, those that have come on as trustees, our current board chair, Jim Donovan, who gives tirelessly, one of our strongest supporters. You'll see his name on some of the gifts, and I know he's watching tonight, and we wouldn't be here tonight without his leadership. But truly, Malden Catholic is at one of the most exciting places in its history tonight. Our enrollment is going to be the largest it's been in decades. Next year, we're going to do construction, $4 million. No other school in the area is doing that. Our enrollment is growing. You can't count Catholic schools that are doing that, but you can count Catholic schools that have closed in the last few years. Malden Catholic stands apart because of people who have come before and the people that are here now. So tonight, as we're getting ready to finish up our gala, I want each family, each friend, each supporter to think about the value of a Malden Catholic education and how we're able to deliver it lower cost many times than other schools like us, with teachers of higher caliber. This place is a pearl in an urban area. And this pearl always, as Mr. McCarthy, Bob McCarthy, our Director of Advancement will say, always needs funds to drive it forward. So tonight, our Malden Catholic family, we celebrate who we are, we celebrate where we've come, but tonight's about where we're going to go. So I'd ask you, as you look at the donations, there's a button right to the right of the screen. It doesn't even have to be towards a gift. It can just be a donation to the school. I ask you to consider doing that. The amount is not so as important, because as soon as you make that donation, you have just increased your commitment and dedication to Malden Catholic. We're only going to be as strong as we are all together. So that is my final appeal. As headmaster Malden Catholic, I couldn't be more proud of this community and what we've done and what we've accomplished. But we have more things to do, and we're not done yet. So Please join us, all of us together, in supporting this wonderful school. Over to you, Diane.
And also, I would just like to thank so many people who have helped make this evening possible. In particular, our advancement team. We have Bob McCarthy, Sarah Hamilton. She wasn't feeling well tonight, so we'd like to wish her well and hope she's doing okay. And we also have Chris McCarthy, who is new to our team, who's done an amazing job with alumni relations. Also would really like to thank our facilities team. I can't even tell you how many times they're there for us. They fix things, they create things for us. They're an amazing group of people.
They are an amazing group, Amanda, and I should mention that our facilities director, DJ Kachaputi, it's his birthday tonight as well. So
I know.
everybody's here on their birthday. It's a real celebration.
So thank you to DJ and thank you to everyone who's been with us. And in particular, there's a few people who have been on the communications team who have worked tirelessly, putting all of this together, working with our students, working with faculty, creating all of our events. So I'd really like to thank Amanda, one of our co-hosts, and also Jim Black, who is behind the scenes with all the videography, who's done an amazing job. And I'd also like to thank some of our special helpers, which has been Leslie Manson-Heng, and also Mia Mustone and Ellen Keith. And of course, we want to thank the families, the moms, and all of the parents who have been involved and supported us at Malden Catholic, who have put together the baskets, who have spent time and energy coming here during the pandemic and gathering items and creating these amazing offerings for us. Now, we're going to keep our auction open until 9. So I know that that's like a little bit more time, so just keep bidding, keep it going, keep the competition going. We'd like to raise as much as we possibly can. You can also keep donating to Malden Catholic all the way through the weekend. So we'd like you to keep donating. If you weren't able to do it during the first part of the show, there's still time. And there's so many things still ahead. So one of the things that we'd like to bring forward now would be the winners of our special competition.
Diane, how much longer do people have to bid to put me in the dunk tank? What is it winding down to at this point?
Well, 2 people have beat you, John. And
I'm thankful for that.
I'm going to bring them on right now. And one of them is a very special person in our lives. He is here ready. Mr. Jim Grocke has joined us tonight as one of the key winners of the dunk tank competition.
Out, Mr. Grocke.
It looks like he's ready. It looks like he wants to go. It looks like he does not mind doing this on a cold April evening. However, I will say that somebody else's name was right up there in the competition and also earned quite enough to join us in the dunk tank. This is our special birthday individual. If you would please join us, Mr. Smith. And he too is ready to go with us into the dunk tank. And we have a couple of our students who are going to see if they can hit the mark. And I will say that somebody wrote a very special check. And that special check was for just enough to get somebody else into the dunk tank. And I will confess, because this is an evening of truth and honesty, fun and frivolity, and that check was from me. And so I would like to personally let you know, John, that I have put you into the dunk tank tonight, and you're all going.
You know who signs your paycheck, right, Diane?
Maybe that wasn't a wise move, but it was a move nonetheless. So I think we're going to go out now live, so you don't have to wait. No one's going to cut their hair the next day, although thank you for doing that, Mr. Smith. We're going to move on live and see what happens in the dunk tank. All right, here we go.
They're coming right now.
I don't know.
All right, assume we're live. Dunk Tank Central.
My hair probably looks crazy with all of it.
All right, here they are. I think so.
I got them getting ready. It's warm, apparently.
Ready, friend?
All right, here we go.
Right in?
And I think our first person is Mr. Grocky, if you don't mind. Unless you guys want to. You know, the first one is the most special. All right, so I think in honor of this, this special event, I'm shaking and I do not have to even go into the water. We do have Mr. Grocky about to get onto our, yes, our seat is nice and ready to go. All right, here we go. All right, and, okay. All right, Aaron, we're counting on you. No pressure whatsoever. Let's see. Now, he does have an extra large ball to make sure that this works in the rain.
Hold your nose.
Okay, oh my gosh, this is making me nervous. Okay, are you ready? Yeah. All right, 3, 2, 1. All right. What'd you do? Medicine ball worked. All right. Way to go. Thank you. That was fantastic. Good job. All right, but we're not done. All right, Mr. Smith.
You'll do it again?
It's your turn. How is this? Francesca Callahan's going to give you the birthday present of a lifetime. Here we go. He's climbing in, slowly but surely. Okay. Brace yourself. All right. 3, 2, 1, go for it. Oh.
I did it.
Try again. I don't know whose side am I on.
No.
Okay, try again.
It's not going to work.
It's all rock.
3, 2, 1. Press the button. Press the button. Just push it.
It's not connected.
Get up there and push him in.
You broke it, Mr. Grocky. It's nice and easy. 1, 2, 3.
We're going to see if we can reset it. All right. But that is not it. We have one more individual who will be joining us tonight. Even if he has to self-dunk. All right. We're ready to go this time. All right.
Sports.
Who's going to go? Who's going to get the headmaster? Is it going to be Aaron or is it going to be Francesca? You know what? Actually, I think we have a new candidate. I think somebody who's going to have more fun doing this than anybody else. And that will be Principal Redmond.
Maria?
It's going to be me.
And in a tux. In a nice suit. Way to go. All right. 3.
You want your shoes on? Shoes and all?
I'm ready.
All right. 3, 2, 1. All right, way to go.
Thank you.
Say thank you and good evening.
Thank you, everyone. It was a great evening.
Thanks for coming. Thanks for joining us tonight for the 15th annual Malden Catholic Gala. It's our pleasure to have been your host this evening. So good evening, have a good time, and keep on putting in those donations and bidding on the auction items. We'll close at 9. Good night, everybody.
I would like to personally thank all of the Malden Catholic faculty and staff for everything and all the support they've given us. It's made my high school experience amazing.
Thank you, Mr. Pelosi.
Thank you, Miss Lynch-Galvin.
I would like to thank you, Mrs. Crotty, for helping me every step of the way and maturing me into the man that I am today. I can definitely say that you, personally, have helped me succeed in life and will continue to do so.
Thank you, Miss Delgenio.
I'd like to give a big thank you to all of our coaches and everyone involved in the athletic department. It means a lot to us students that you all have made it possible for us to participate in our sports this year and made our school year really amazing.
Thank you, Mr. Kremen.
Thank you, Mr. Grocky.
I want to also thank the facilities team for helping make this year such a great year, and we couldn't have done this without you.
Thank you, Mr. Cleary.
So I just wanted to say a special thank you to Miss Abbas for always being there for me and making my years at Malden Catholic that much better.
Thank you, Ms. Shaldoni.
I'd like to thank the Malden Catholic administration and staff for making this year as wonderful as it could be. We appreciate all of your hard work and determination.
Thank you, Mr. Murray.